You're not doing anything on probation. So I don't understand why I should continue to work with you when you're not doing what's...
Welcome back to the courtroom where second chances go to die. This is Amia Cooper's third revocation hearing. Yeah, you heard that right, third. The state has officially run out of patience, and they're asking for half a decade behind bars. Will Judge Boyd show mercy? Or is this the end of the road? Buckle up.
2015 CR 11815W, State of Texas versus Amia Cooper. That party's announced for the record for the state.
Ryan Grover for the state of Texas.
For the defense.
Alfonso Cabañas for Ms. Cooper.
And are you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and State's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them? Are you the same Amia Cooper who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2015 CR 11815W for the offense of promotion of prostitution person on January 25th, 2016 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Judge. Violated condition number 5 in Bell County, Texas. The defendant, Amia Cooper, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of August and September 2021 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Notice she said true, not guilty. Here's the tea. Probation violations use a preponderance of evidence standard, way lower than beyond reasonable doubt. By admitting true, she's not saying she committed a new crime, just that she broke probation rules. But here's the kicker. The punishment can be just as brutal as the original offense. Up to 20 years for ghosting your probation officer. Texas don't.
We waive the remaining conditions, Your Honor.
Any objections to the state's waiver?
No objections from defense counsel, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5? Court would find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there an agreement?
There isn't, Judge.
All right. State, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're asking for revocation in this case, Judge. She was placed on back in 2016. I believe we're before the court now on a third MTR. She's had one where she was sent to SATIF, another one where she was given an extension, and now we have this one, Judge. She absconded, I believe, in whenever that first MTR that I read today was. We haven't had track of her for at least approximately a year. For her to stay on probation, we'd have to extend the case, and I think probation's recommendation or potential recommendation is state ISF. At this point, I think that she's just had
5 years. The prosecution just went scorched earth. Their argument? She's exhausted probation's resources. Translation: we've handed this woman every tool, every lifeline, every second chance, and she vanished for a year. But here's the moral maze. Is prison really justice for someone drowning in homelessness, grief, and custody battles? Or is it just expensive vengeance? Let's see if the judge buys the tough love sales pitch.
She's exhausted the resources of probation, and at some point, I think those resources are better to go to someone else. We're asking for revocation based on that fact and the fact that she is picked up all these new technical charges. We'd ask for her to be revoked.
And how much time are you requesting?
We'd ask for 5 years TDC.
All right, defense.
Your Honor, the defense is asking the court to follow the recommendation by probation and extend the case for 2 years. In speaking to Ms. Cooper, she has told me about some issues that in 2021, I believe, led her to have these technical violations. One of them is the birth of a child, who I think is now 3 years old. According to Ms. Cooper at the time, she's a resident of Bell County of Killeen. And so because her son was born, there was some issues where she didn't have a home or didn't have a stable home environment, is what led to those technical violations.
Why would somebody engage in activities to have a child when they don't have a stable place for them or themselves or their child?
Judge, I don't know how to answer that.
These are my questions. All right, I'll hear the rest of your argument.
But she does tell me, Judge, that I think just like somebody becomes a parent, I think now she says she is going to abide by the conditions of probation. She's going to follow them to the best of her ability, including she suggested having some sort of monitoring device or to make sure that she complies with whatever conditions either Bexar County or Bell County imposes on her.
All right, is there anything you wish to say, Ms. Cooper?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Amina Cooper.
Why are you not following conditions of probation?
Your Honor, throughout the time of me MCing, I was struggling on getting a better apartment for me and my child. And the simple fact that my child's father is.
I cannot understand the words you're saying. You're mumbling and you're speaking in run-on sentences.
I was looking for a place for me and my child. And at the time of it, my son's dad was trying to take custody away from me. And throughout that time, I just lost my father as well. My dad just, but he just killed himself. And I'm not even from Texas, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So having all that going on in my head caused me not to do what I have to do on probation.
But the problem is, this is not your first time not doing what you needed to do on probation.
Yikes. This is where trauma meets courtroom procedure, and they do not get along. Judge Boyd needs clear testimony. Mumbling doesn't make the record, but Cooper is shutting down under pressure, giving fragmented trauma responses to legal questions. The judge sees defiance. Cooper feels survival mode. Is this a defendant being difficult, or someone who never learned to advocate for herself in systems designed to process her, not help her?
Where's your child?
He's with his dad, and he's from Texas.
So, you're not doing anything on probation. So I don't understand why I should continue to work with you when you're not doing what's required of you. And honestly, I know probation is asking for ISF. I don't even know how ISF is supposed to help. How old are you?
I'm 28.
So you're 28 years old. I don't understand how you don't report. I don't understand how you don't pick up the phone and call somebody and say, these are the difficulties I'm having in my life right now. Instead of coming to me crying, please don't send me to prison. So why shouldn't I send you to prison?
Because I have a whole lot of my figure ahead of me. I know
I can't understand.
I know that I'm only 28, and I get that. I know.
Well, not only 28. If you were before me saying I'm only 18, then I'd be okay. This person is young, but you are 28. Not only 28, you're 28.
No, I don't know. Throughout my whole life, I've been going through a lot of ups and downs. It started with my mama, and then with my dad.
And what with your mom?
I was young when I was separated from her.
And why were you separated from her?
Due to what happened to me at a young age.
Okay.
And that caused a lot of confusion, traumatized, depression, and everything else. Because I just want to stop the cycle that my family has. And I want to be the last one. I definitely don't want my child to be the one to end this. I wanted to end this cycle. And I'm asking for forgiveness and asking for another chance on my probation to do better by my mom and my dad who just died.
What do you mean do better by your mom? I thought this all started with your mom.
It has, because I don't talk to my mom. I don't speak to her. Because I know how she's feeling right now. I know she's angry at me and all of the above.
And why is she angry at you?
If I have not talked to her, I know that I'm not listening to her. and the fact that me and my mom do bump heads a lot, and it's hard. But it's hard for me. So I'm asking.
Oof. Judge Boyd just delivered a harsh truth bomb about family court that has half the audience clutching their pearls and the other half nodding. Yes, if you're unstable, the other parent should step in. That's how child protection is supposed to work. But did she have to say it with such spice? Either way, we're at the cliffhanger. Sympathy for her trauma versus consequences for her choices. Gavel's coming down. Place your bet.
We'll have a chance to do right.
All right, see, and here's the thing. You were back here in August. And you pled to violation of condition number 2. I denied the motion. I extended you for 1 year and asked for parenting classes. So obviously, the fact that you had your son means nothing to you as far as you doing your probation.
My son do means everything to me.
Then why are you not acting that way?
Your Honor, at the time, I was also dealing with court for him. My son's father is trying to take my
Twist. Judge Boyd chose rehabilitation over retribution. ISF instead of prison. GPS ankle monitor. Extended probation. Parenting classes. It's the judicial equivalent of, I'm not mad, just disappointed, and we're doing this my way now. But wait, that pending charge in Bell County? That's a ticking time bomb. If they don't drop it, she can't enter treatment, which means straight to prison anyway? Classic courtroom cliffhanger. Justice is a process, not a destination.
rights away. I have been placed on child support for him. They also wanted me to do parenting classes.
All right, and see, this is what people sometimes don't get. When you have a child, whoever you have that child with, that person has as much right to the child as you do. And honestly, if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, then yeah, that other parent should step in and try to take custody of their child. Because I don't know why people think that when they have a child, they had this child in a bubble with just themselves, then there's nobody else out there. All right, this is what the court will do. The court will deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to extend for 2 years. There's to be ISF, cognitive, and GPS for the remaining of the term. And there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors until further notice.
Judge, I will say I apologize. I didn't see this on here before. It wasn't alleged on the MTR. I do, however, see that at least at the time this was generated, she did have a pending bail to ID in Bell County. I don't know if that is still pending. That may affect her ability to go to inpatient, but I just read it right now. It's not on the MTR, but.
All right, well, counsel, you need to check into the Bell County matter because they are not going to accept her at ISF until that's done. And she's going to remain in custody until transfer.
That's wrong.
All right, thank you.